Good morning. My name is Alma Osbrook, and I am presenting um, Employee and Labor Relations final presentation of discussion case 2, grievance, full consideration of seniority and ability. A question for that is, as the HR manager, I have to develop a case for my content that the selection, Mary Younger, did not violate the contract. Case study overview is Sharon Murphy, the hiring manager for Picasso Company, had to select candidates for a shift supervisor role. Murphy conducted the interviews and concluded that there were two qualified candidates, Robert Eldert and Mary Younger. Murphy interviewed the two candidates and concluded that Mary Younger was the best candidate for the job. Once finding out, Robert Elder then filed a grievance stating that Picasso Company did not hire him even though he had seniority over Mary Younger. The two contract provisions for the Collective Bargaining Act were Section 20.1, which states awarding a job bid when job openings occur or there are vacancies in classifications covered by this agreement, excluding leader classifications, and corporations shall post on its bulletin boards a notice of such openings or vacancies indicating the rate of pay for a period of 3 days in order to afford employees an opportunity to qualify for the available work. The corporation shall not be required to consider the bid of a probationary employee. At the end of the third day, the job opening or vacancy shall be filled by the employee who qualifies as soon as possible, but not to exceed 10 working days. The other section is section 20.4. The provision of this section, however, shall not be construed to prevent the corporation from immediately filing vacancies in order to maintain scheduled production requirements, subject to the posting provisions of this section. In filing vacancies in leader positions covered by this agreement, the corporation agrees to give full consideration to seniority and qualifications of employees in filling such vacancies. So in this presentation, I'm going to compare and contrast each employee or each candidate, tell you what my stance is as the human resource manager, give you some advantages and disadvantages of seniority-based hiring, and then talk about meritocracy and kind of close out what my decision is in this case. So let's start off by comparing and contrasting the two candidates. Robert Elder, his seniority date was March 10th, 1989. He was a machinist first class, and he did run shifts, second and third shifts for 5 years, but resigned to work day shift so he could be with his family. Mary Younger, her seniority date is July 6, 1991. She was a machinist second class, but she did qualify for first class, but there were no vacancies for her to go into a first class. So in my ruling as a human resource manager, I do not believe that the selection of Mary Younger was a violation of the contract. My ruling as the HR manager would be to select Mary Younger as the new day shift supervisor. Both Mary and Robert interviewed in the same way with the same standards. As stated in the text, Mary's personal skills, communication skills, and attitude were what really made her the leader in this, and that she would do the job as a leader that was required as a leader. Mary also has an approachable personality and willingness to do whatever is needed to successfully supervise shift one employees. In the text also it states that Robert wasn't willing to come in early to kind of do a pass down from other supervisors. So that kind of throws a little bit of reasonings into that decision. Advantages and disadvantages of seniority. Advantages, training benefits. I mean, if you have employees who've been there for a while, they know how to do the job and they know how to do the job proficiently, and they can train and give advice on the best way to do a job or the easiest way. How can you get things done properly without having any issues? Job security. The seniority rule protects those who have achieved seniority from being laid off. I think that's a big thing, especially now. Increased loyalty. If you've been there for a while, you have more opportunity for growth within a company. And predictability, knowing that you're gonna get your paycheck every week, knowing that when your review is due and when you possibly will get a raise. Those are all very positive advantages to the seniority-based promotion system. Disadvantages, performance of the jobs will lack just because people will get promoted just because they've been there a long time, not because they are doing a good job. New and promising employees, they won't stay motivated because they won't see a reason to. And then when you look at the seniority-based promotions, there is no encouragement for talented employees to shine. So, moving forward, I think it would be best for the Picasso Painting Company to move to a merit-based system for performance reviews and promotions. Just because you can't just focus off of seniority, you really need to see who's doing the work and who is willing to take on more, learn more. And that puts us into the meritocracy. And that's where you get your leaders and you foster passion for the job and encourage active listening. So, in conclusion, the company needed a supervisor that could lead the day shift team with little to no supervision. The best choice for that was Mary Younger due to her interpersonal skills, communication skills, and attitude, in that she seemed to enjoy doing the kind of work that would be required of a leader. If you have any questions, please let me know. But that concludes my presentation. Thank you.